Comparing it to World War II, does that mean he's saying he's Stalin here and to Obama's FDR? We'll leave the Stalin parallels for others to discuss, but they both wanted to flex some muscle in front of the UN today. What's going to happen behind the scenes?
Well, behind the scenes, the talk is going to be very blunt. We talk about frank talk, and that's diplomatic language for frank and earnest. This is blunt. This is angry. And they say that the president is not going to be shy at this hour, because what he is going to say to him is, look at what you've done in Ukraine. Look what you've supported in Syria. But frankly, the Putin maneuvers, the PR blitz, going on 60 Minutes, reaching a large audience, announcing new initiatives, military and diplomatic, has really caught the White House with their pants down.
I want to run through sort of President Obama's runs, hits, and errors, and frankly now they probably look more like errors than anything else when it comes to Syria. And it all began when he drew a red line. I think we have that tape. Let's play that.
We have been very clear to the Assad regime, but also to other players on the ground, that a red line for us is we start seeing a whole bunch of chemical weapons moving around or being utilized. That would change my calculus. That would change my equation.
Of course, literally almost a year, they end up proving that he did use chemical weapons. And just when it looks like he was about to do something, Putin comes in and disrupts his strategy again. That's what's happening here, no?
And that is what's happening here. And in fact, their red lines have been crossed. We have spent $500 million and armed perhaps a handful of rebel fighters.
4 or 5. That report was unbelievable. The amount of people that we've been able to train, not 400 or 500, which would have been a pitiful number. 4 or 5.
One hand.
Yes.
And then you have, Congress reporting, a bipartisan report by Congress tomorrow, that they have recruited more fighters than we have killed. So our air war is also not succeeding, and more Americans are being brought in. 250. They've more than doubled the number of American jihadis.
All right, so very quickly, are we going to change our policy? The president had a policy. Assad must go. Is that policy going to change in the next couple of months?
Let's say that red line is looking a little pinkish right now, fading. They will begin to say, well, he can stay as we try to negotiate an exit strategy. And the exit strategy will take years and years, and Putin will keep propping him up.
It is interesting today that the president still said he wanted Assad to go, but it was different language.
Slightly softer.
Slightly.